Hi, everyone. It's Andrew Fazekas, the Night Sky Guy. Welcome. So glad you could join me. Surprise, I've started a new series on Fridays called Friday Find. And I started this because I keep getting some amazing things coming across my desk every week about what's happening in the sky, news that's coming out of some of the most amazing observatories. And I love sharing all this NASA news and, all these different space agencies doing amazing things. And a lot of things catch my eye. And I always say, wow, I'd love to share this with my friends across the world, all of you guys. And so I thought I'd start this little, just a little live stream on Fridays. And so stay tuned. I'll be doing this hopefully every Friday or most Fridays. I'll try to get done, and you can stay tuned. I'll make sure you have the notifications on, and you'll get notified when I do post on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter, wherever you're watching. Hopefully this will be fun, and we explore some new things every Friday. So I've got the comments open. I see folks chiming in from all across the world. Great to see folks. Love that you can come by. Let's jump right in. Basically, what big thing that came across my desk, and you've probably maybe heard about it, and I thought we'd explore it a little bit, is this new image. I don't know if you saw from the James Webb Space Telescope. Absolutely amazing. I mean, it is jaw-dropping. And check this out. So if we go over to the Space Telescope Institute, you can see different stuff. And this is actually from the European Space Agency, which is a partner with the Canadian Space Agency and NASA that runs the James Webb Space Telescope. This is the new telescope that everyone's talking about that's sitting 1.5 million kilometers away from Earth, beyond the moon. It's at what's called the Lagrange point, so it kind of follows the Earth as Earth is going around, orbiting the sun. This telescope does too. It sees in the far infrared part of the light spectrum, and it's really an incredible thing. And here, look at this image, and we can actually just go into one of these and kind of look at the details on it. It's just really, really impressive. Check this out. It's just gorgeous. So what are we looking at here? This is called the Pillars of Creation. It's a very apropos name for this cloud of gas and dust. What we're looking at is basically a stellar nursery, a nursery for stars, where stars are born. So it's like a nest, a cosmic nest, filled with baby stars, embedded inside these pillars of gas and dust. It really kind of reminds many people, I think, and part of the name of these pillars is if you've ever been to the Southwest, like in the United States, like Utah, Monument Valley, places like that, where they have these beautiful canyons and basically geological monuments. It's just absolutely beautiful terrain in the Southwest there and the desert. And this kind of is reminiscent of that, except in this case, it's not rock, it's gas and dust that's forming these beautiful pillars of light. And it's 6.5 thousand light years away. That's where this is actually located. It's just incredible. Look at the details on here. And the stars that are baby stars are embedded inside these little ends here. You can see these little kind of protrusions of the gas cloud all out here. And that's where a lot of these baby stars are located. And you can see these bright stars here. A lot of these are in the foreground. All of these are foreground objects, stars. But this gas cloud is really an immense, it stretches many light years across. And it's inside these little parts here and here and here. You can see all of these. I'm looking at all of these little places. I'm marking them off where there's little stars inside there that this will like kind of butt off. These little gas and dust clouds butt off into their own, and they will create their own kind of solar systems with a star at the center. And this is kind of like probably how our solar system began over 5 billion years ago. It's just incredible to think, we're seeing that creation process play out in front of our eyes. It's really incredible. There's also a fantastic movie. Let me see if I can bring it up, of what this looks like. Here, check this out. There's the Milky Way, and it shows us where. We're zooming in on where this cloud is. It's really incredible. You can see it right there. That's what we call the Eagle Nebula, and that's where these pillars of creation are. Look how many stars there are. It's just incredible. We keep zooming in, just really showing the power of the James Webb Space Telescope. There you go. That's probably one of the best pictures we can get from the ground of the Eagle Nebula. You can start seeing there's the pillars of creation right there. And voila, we end with the James Webb Space Telescope version of this beautiful nebula. One thing that I wanted to also kind of show, let me see if I can get back here. Yeah, let me just pause it right there. Now, look at this. This is what a lot of people have referred to as the dog. You can see the head of the dog here, the snout of the dog, the front legs, and the back legs located out here. And then there's the little tail right there of the dog. That's also one of these pillars of gas and dust, many light years across, that make up this central core of what's called the Eagle Nebula. So the Eagle Nebula is actually a known, very well-known object for backyard astronomers. If I just go here and show you this is a snapshot. This is part of the movie. I just sort of stopped it along the way. That shows you what the nebula is probably best represented in an amazing long exposure photograph from a big telescope here on the ground. And the Eagle Nebula, this is where the head of the eagle is and the wings of the eagle out here. And then the pillars of creation are you can just see hints of it right there. There's that dog. You see with my mouse, I'm outlining it right there. That's where that little dog figure of one of the pillars of gas and dust are, and there's the main gas and dust. And if we could just kind of go forward in the movie, you can see here it's getting a little bit better, a little bit closer, you can see it. And we transition there, you can see it even better close up. There's the pillars. I mean, this is the best we can do from the ground, really at best in terms of our observatories. Now, what's interesting, also they released comparing what the Hubble Space Telescope saw. So here's a side-by-side view of the Hubble Space Telescope version of the Pillars of Creation taken back in 1995. So the Hubble Space Telescope made the Pillars of Creation famous with its first image in 1995, revisited the scene in 2014 to reveal a sharper, wider view in visible light. And that's something you got to keep in mind, is that the image on the left from the Hubble Space Telescope that you're seeing here is made with visible light, as opposed to the infrared light that the Webb Space Telescope was able to do. It peers through a lot of the gas and dust that may be obscuring a lot of the details and the filaments that make up the columns of that we see there. The new infrared light view from the James Webb Space Telescope at the right helps us peer through more of the dust in this star-forming region. The thick, dusty brown pillars are no longer as opaque, and many more red stars are still forming, come into view. And so if we click on here, you can see kind of the details. Just gorgeous. Take a look at that. So that is the Hubble Space Telescope's iconic view of the pillars of creation. Again, we're looking at something 6,500 light years away. There's the dog formation right there. All these, remember, there's baby stars embedded throughout the year. It's a factory for star making, really incredible. And there you go. We transition into the James Webb view of the same object. So really, really cool stuff. I mean, this is, to me, it's just incredible that we're seeing the birthing center for something that probably existed, over 5 billion years ago for the sun, you know, thousands of light years away, happening again. And this is happening throughout the cosmos. These star factories, stellar nurseries of sorts, are scattered through the Milky Way galaxy, as it is in other neighboring galaxies throughout the universe. Now, what's really interesting for you and me is that it is possible to see the Eagle Nebula that hosts these pillars of creation. So let me show you that now, where you'll be able to see this. So what I have for you here is the night sky as it is tonight, Friday, October 21st, but this could be any time in the next week or two. You'll be looking after sunset. This is a view after sunset where Jupiter and Saturn, two very bright planets, are pinning down the southeast and southern skies. And the Eagle Nebula is in the high southwestern part of the sky, setting very early. So if you want to catch sight of it with binoculars, and the moon is out of the way, which is fantastic for us to catch this Eagle Nebula with the pillars of creation. If we go an hour after sunset, this time of the year in the northern hemisphere, we get early sunsets. We can see where the Eagle Nebula is located. And it's right smack dab along the Milky Way band, as you can see, stretching from the southwest overhead and then down towards the northeast. This is the Milky Way galaxy that we live in. This is one of the neighboring arms of the Milky Way. And here you can see this larger bulge of brightness near the southwestern horizon. If you're facing the southwest here, that is the center of our galaxy, okay? And in front of it, superimposed, and our galaxy center, remember, is over 28,000 light years away. The Eagle Nebula is 6,500 light years away, so it's much closer. And you can see it right here. Let me just get it here in a better view. And I'm going to zoom in. You can see more details of, it's also known as M16, right? And you can see, let me just get a bigger view for you guys like that. And here's another great view through a backyard telescope exposure, long exposure. There's the pillars of creation. You see, from a backyard telescope, this is a photograph. There's the dog kind of upside down. There's the front legs, the back legs, the tail is over here. There's the snout and the ears of that dog-like formation of one of the pillars of creation that now James Webb has just, added so much to our view of that. So the Eagle Nebula is about 6.4 magnitude, positive magnitude, and that means that it is easily visible with binoculars. So where you look, you're looking in the southwest. I'm going to put a star chart for this, after this live stream so that we can you can take and use that. Now there are it's chock full of other nebulas. If you scan this part of the sky with binoculars and telescopes, you'll just run into many other deep sky objects here, like the Omega Nebula, which is also called the Swan Nebula. There's this wonderful thing called the Sagittarius star cloud, also this bunch of stars, other clusters, M25, but this Eagle Nebula right here is what you can look for. Of course, with a telescope, with dark skies, with minimal light pollution, you'll see a lot more. But I've got it kind of marked off here, and it's in the constellation Serpens and the snake. And you can see that after darkness falls. Now, it's best in the summertime in September. Really is kind of the best month to see these things. But still, you can see after sunset, once it gets dark, this is around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, around the 40th degree, New York, where New York City is, latitude. north of the equator. That's the view. And you can see as it sets later by 8:30, by 9:30, you can see right here the Eagle Nebula setting. So if you want to catch it and try to look for it, really the best time is earlier in the evening, around 7, 8, 9 o'clock latest, to check it. And you want a clear view towards the southwestern sky to capture that. So it's a lot of fun. And that is amazing. The Pillars of Creation. I had to share that with you guys. I'm going to put a link to that. And if you want to get more information, let me point you to my website. I've got on my website, you just go to the nightskyguy.com, press on the blog, and there you'll run into different stories that I have, that I share with folks about things that come across my desk, including sky charts and things. You can see a rundown over there, including the night sky this week is available, and other stories and interviews that I do on the radio and TV. And then you'll see the stunning reveal of the Pillars of Creation. You can read through that yourself, see the photos, read the press release that NASA put out. Also watch the movie that I was showing, see the side-by-side views of Hubble and the web images. Just fantastic stuff. Now, also, if you guys are interested, I've got my new book coming out. Not this one, but the Stargazer's Atlas, being released on Tuesday next week, officially in bookstores. But if you'd like to have a signed copy of this, it's a big book, guys. It's an atlas. I'll have other videos about this. Stay tuned on all my channels where I'll show you more information about the book. But if you want to get a start and would like to sign up for a pre-order list, get a personally signed or maybe a dedicated copy of it, you just press on the Stargazer's Atlas link there on the front page of my website, and there's some more information about the book. And there's your pre-order. You can sign up for the pre-order list for signed copies. So I will release more information about pricing and shipping and all of that in the coming days. But you can put in your name there. There's no commitments. Put your name in, and if you're interested in purchasing a signed or dedicated copy of this large format, it's a real atlas. It covers both southern and northern hemispheres, all 88 constellations. There's all kinds of star maps in there. It's a large format coffee table book that you can peruse for hours and days and learn about the science of objects in the night sky, like the Pillars of Creation, and learn how to navigate the night sky, learn about space tourism, learn about dark sky preserves around the world where you can travel with astronomy in your mind, archaeoastronomy, ancient astronomical sites you can go visit around the world. There's all kinds of really cool information there. And all of this is on my website, thenightskyguy.com. So I invite you to do visit there. It's really cool, and this book is being released next week, Tuesday, on all bookstores. You can pick it up online or at your favorite bookstore, or you can come over to my website and purchase a signed copy or dedicated copy. And I'll have all the details in the coming days. So stay tuned to my website. I'll put notifications up for all of that. So with that, thanks so much for joining. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to hopefully do some more of these, some cool stuff on Fridays. I love for you to join me. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, do subscribe to my channel. Show your support for these videos, and I'll be making more of them. Thanks so much for your time. I hope you have a great weekend. Thank goodness it's Friday. Weekend coming up, and I'll see you on Monday on my weekly Night Sky This Week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss that one. That's all about what you can see in the night sky every week. Thanks so much, and until next time, clear skies. Bye-bye.